Hello guys, I'm Ahmed Rifai and I'm going to explain how to do operations with radical expressions. Let's start. A volunteer is building a new ramp for a toy car derby. The two steps shown in the diagram. How long should the volunteer make the ramp? The ramp is the yellow region and he's asking about its length. How to solve it? To solve it, we have to get the length of this part and also the length of this part. So here, do not forget that the first part here, this right angle triangle. The length of this side, it's 1 feet, and here also it's 1. So here, if you have right angle triangle in this form, and this is 1 and this is 1, the two legs. So how to get C here? You have to get C using Pythagorean theorem. So C square equal 1 power 2 plus 1 power 2 equal 1 plus 1 equal 2. So here C equal root 2. This is number 1 about the first hypotenuse. Okay, the second one also here, it's right angle triangle. And also you need to get the length of this hypotenuse. So here this triangle, the second one, here this is 2, and here this is 2, and also here we need C. So here also C, it's equal, C power 2 equal 2 power 2 plus 2 power 2, so it's equal 4 plus 4. So here C power 2 equal 8, so C equal root 8, which is 4 times 2, so it's equal to root 2. After that, this is number 2. After that, we have to add the first one and this one. So here, to get the length of the ramp, so the ramp equal root 2 plus 2 root 2. Can we add this expression now? Let's start our lesson and we can go back again and see. Okay, this lesson is operations with radical expressions. Okay, in this lesson we have main points. The first main point is combining like radicals, and the second one simplifying to combine like radicals. Number 3, multiplying radical expressions. Number 4, rationalizing radical expressions. Let's start with the first one here, combining like radicals. Combining like radicals here, you have to know what does mean like radicals. The like radicals here, if you try to look for the first example here, he said 3 root 5 and here 7 root 5. It means that these two terms have same radicand. So at this time it's called like radicals. About the second one, look here, 4 root 3 and here negative 2 root 2. So there is a difference here in radicands. So because of that, it's called unlike radicals. Okay. Here he said simplify each sum or difference. And he gives you some equations here and he said solve it. Okay, or simplify it. At the beginning you have to check that these two terms have same radicand or not. So here the radicand of the first one is root 7 and the second one is also root 7. So at this time you can add direct or subtract. So here, add 3 plus 5, it will be 8, and just write radical 7. So it's 8 root 7. It's 8 root 7. Also here, look, root 11 and root 11, so it's like terms. So here, 2 minus 6, it's negative 4 root 11. Also here, same radical, root 3 and root 3, just add. So 8 plus nothing here? No, here there is 1. So 8 plus 1, it's 9 root 3. Okay, about this one also, by the same way. Here, same radical, root 7. So we can add or subtract. Okay, nothing, minus 4, wrong. 1 minus 4, it's negative 3 root 7. So it's by this way. Okay. Here he said simplify to combine like radicals. So this is the second part of the lesson. Simplifying, then combining. Okay, now how to simplify? Look for the first one here. 4 root 7, it's already in simplest form. Why? Because we cannot get root 7, and 7 it's not perfect square, and we cannot change it to be perfect square number. So we have to write it here, 4 root 7 minus 63 here. We can change it, 63, we can change it to be one number is perfect square time another number 7. So we can write it here, root 9 times 7 by this 4. Okay, after that here, we have to write the first one as it will be 4 root 7 minus, here, 9 we can get its root and send it out, it will be 3 root 7. Now, I think you find that both have same radicand, which is root 7. So you can add or subtract. 4 minus 3, it's 1, root 7, and we can write it direct, root 7 direct. Okay, see the second one. Here also you have to look for the radicand. Here root 18, and here root 32. Not same radicand. Okay, can we simplify? Yes. Look here, 18, we can simplify it. It will be 9 times 2. So we can change it to be perfect square number times 2. And also here 32, we can change it to be 16 times 2. Why especially 16? Because also 16 here it's a perfect square number. Okay, so here 5 root 9 times 2 plus 4 times root 16 times 2. Okay, now what we have to do here is to get the root 9, which is 3, and multiply it with 5. So here 5 times 3, it will be here 15 root 2 plus, and here also we have to get root 16 because it's a perfect square number, so it will be 4. So multiplied with this 4, it will be 16 root 2. At this time, both of these two have same radicand, so you can add direct now. 15 plus 16, it will be 31 root 2. Okay. The third question here, it's a 3 root 20 minus 2 root 45. Okay, does not have same radicand, so because of that we have to simplify. Can we simplify? Yes. Do not forget here that 20, it can be 4 times 5, so here write 3 at the beginning. After that, change 20 to be 4 times 5 minus, here 2 times 45 here, it's 9 times 5. So here it's equal 4, we can get its root, it will be 2. 2 times 3, it will be here 6 root 5 minus, and here 9, it's root 3, it will be 3 times 2, it will be 6 root 5, so it will be 0. Correct. Okay. Now we can move back again to the first slide here. And now I think you know that we can add these two. Why? Because here they are like radicals. Yes. So here it's equal 3 root 2. Okay. Now let's start with the third part of the lesson, which is multiplying radical expressions. Here in this part we have to use this rule. Look. To multiply radical expressions, we have to use distributive property. Okay, what does mean distributive property? The distributive property, this property. Here, if we have multiplication with addition, so we have to use here distributive property. It means multiply A times B, then multiply A times C. A times B, it will be AB, plus, because here we have addition sign, A times C will be AC. Okay, and here A times B, it will be AB, and A times C, it will be AC, and just here because we have negative signs, we have to write it here also here. so it means it's minus. Okay, now we have some questions here, and he said simplify each product. So at this time we have to use this rule, distributive property. So here you have to multiply root 3 times root 12, root 3 times root 12, it will be root 3 times 12. And here we have addition sign, so write addition. Root 3 times 4, it will be 4 root 3. Root 3 times 12, it's root 36 plus 4 root 3. Okay, root 36 here, it's equal to 6 plus, here this is simplest form, 4 root 3. And this is simplest form, and this is the final answer. Okay, by the same way we have to do it here for the second question. Okay, so here root 8 times root 3, it's equal root 8 times 3 plus here root 8 times 3, it will be 3 root 8. Okay, so here it will be root 24 plus 3 root 8, and 8 here we have to simplify, it will be 4 times 2. Okay, also here 24 we have to simplify, it will be here 6 times 4 plus here 4 we can get its root, it will be 2 multiplied with 3, it will be 6 root 2, and here we can get the root 4, it will be 2 root 6 plus 6 root 2. So it's by this form. Okay, what about this question here? He said here that we have two brackets. The first one is 2 root 3 plus root 5 times 6 root 5 minus 4 root 3. What we have to do here is to multiply 2 root 3 times this bracket, which is 6 root 5 minus 4 root 3 plus here root 5 times the same bracket here, which is 6 root 5 minus 4 root 3. Okay, let's complete. Now 2 root 3 times 6 root 5, it will be here, you have to multiply 2 with 6 here, it will be 12, and here root 3 times root 5, it will be root 15 direct. Okay, and then 2 root 3 times negative 4 root 3, it will be minus, because positive times negative is negative, and 2 times 4, it's 8, and root 3 times root 3, it's root 9, which is 3. So here it's 8 times 3. After that plus here root 5 times 6 root 5. It means that we have 1 here, 1 times 6 it's a 6, and root 5 times root 5 direct, it will be 5, because it will be root 25, and root 25 is 5. Okay, and here positive times negative, it will be also here negative, and root 5 times 4 root 3, it will be 4 root 15. Now 12 root 15 minus 4 root 15, it will be 8 root 15, and here negative 8 times 3, it will be negative 24, so this is negative 24, and here 6 times 5, it will be positive 30, so negative 24 plus 30, it will be plus 6, and this is the last answer, and this is simplest form of it. Okay, here the fourth part of the lesson, which is rationalizing radical expressions. Okay, here do not forget that we said about rationalizing the radical expressions here, it means that we cannot have radical sign or root at the denominator. So because of that, we have to use here at this time conjugate of the number. And what does mean conjugate of the number? Look, conjugates are the sum and difference of same two terms, such as root 6 plus 3 and root 6 minus 3 are called two conjugate numbers. Why? Because these two numbers exactly the same, these two expressions exactly the same, but the first one is positive and the second one is minus. So because of that, they are called conjugate numbers. Okay, here look, we tried here to join the number with its conjugate. Root 2 minus 3, it's root 2 plus 3. Why? the same exactly, but this one is negative and this one is positive. Okay, what about this one? Root 2 plus root 3? Yes, great. It's root 2 minus root 3. And here 2 plus root 3, it's 2 minus root 3. And here root 3 minus 2, it's great, root 3 plus 2. Okay. Now he said simplify each quotient. Okay, to simplify each quotient here, do not forget that we have expression down here, and this expression has radical sign. What we have to do here is to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator here. The conjugate of the denominator. So we have to multiply up here times root 11 plus root 7. Why plus? Because here this is minus, and the conjugate we have to write it addition sign. So here 11 also plus root 7. Okay, now we have to multiply, use distributive for the first one. So 12 times root 11, it will be 12 root 11. Plus 12 times root 7, it will be 12 root 7. Okay, what about the lower one here? Do not forget here, this is difference between two terms, and this is sum of two terms. So what the answer now? Yes, great. So here the first square minus second square. So it will be here 12 root 11 plus 12 root 7 over 11 minus 7. It will be here 12 root 11 plus 12 root 7 over 4, and at this time we can simplify. Okay, we can simplify both of the two denominators with the denominator. Divided 4 it will be 1, divided 4 it will be 3, divided 4 it will be also here 3. So the last answer here is 3 root 11 plus 3 root 7. Great. Okay, what about the next one? Okay, try to tell me what the conjugate number here, and I'm waiting for you now. Great. So here the conjugate of it, it's equal root 3 minus 1 over root 3 minus 1. Great. What we have to do here, by the same way, we have to multiply 8 times the first and 8 times the second. So here it will be 8 root 3 minus, and 8 times 1, it's 8. Okay, by the same way, by the same rule here, first square, it will be root 3 power 2 minus 1 power 2. It will be here 8 root 3 minus 8 over root 3 power 2, it will be 3 direct, and here 1. So it will be here 8 root 3 minus 8 over 2. And also by the same way, we can simplify both of the two numerators with the denominator. So here divided 2 1, divided 2 4, divided 2 here it will be 4. So it's equal 4 root 3 minus 4. And this is the last answer. Now our stage is finished. Just at the end, you have to check your understanding. You have to make sure that you understand combining like radicals and how to combine it, simplifying to combine like radicals, multiplying radical expressions, rationalizing radical expressions. With my best wishes, please subscribe, share, and like. See you soon.